Hello, I'm David Wasson with CAPS, manufacturer of the HERC 20-ton vertical air conditioning unit. We're going to go over the setup and startup of this heating and cooling unit, typically used for entertainment and tent applications. Before transporting the unit, the first thing you want to do is verify the unit weight, which is clearly marked here on the bottom of the base. The 20-ton vertical unit has two integrated sets of fork pockets, so it can be forked from the narrow end or the wide end. The next step in the setup is to verify the required power necessary for either cooling operation or heating operation. Please note that these values are different, and depending upon the application, the generator or main power source needs to be sufficient to match the values labeled on the CAPS data tag. Okay, the next step is to hook up the main power to the unit. Please note that we have a set of pass-through cam locks here that allows us to put two units or multiple units in series. We're going to bring in the main power leads, always connecting the ground lead first. Now while we're on this side of the unit, I want to go ahead and note that these units have integrated quad box receptacles. What that does is provide 120 volts of courtesy power for event jobs such as lighting or appliances. We also have an additional 20 amp service convenience for servicing or an additional power source for the event tent. We've energized our main 460 volt power. The next step now is to turn on the integrated breaker, which will energize the machine. At that time you can see the power light came on, but we also have a phase incorrect light on. That indicates that two of our phases are backwards. Now we're going to disconnect the circuit breaker and lock out and tag out our main power source so that we can change the cam lock connections. Please note that you do not change the cam locks while they're energized. Okay, we reversed two of the incoming leads. We're going to re-energize the main circuit breaker. Now you'll notice this time we have a power light and our phase incorrect light is now off. The machine is now warming up the compressors and the compressor crankcases. Now we can go around, go on the other side and have a look at how to connect to the tent. The HERC 20-ton vertical event units are designed to be flush mounted to typically a fabric type tent. These bottom rails here, which go around the perimeter, this is the intake grill and this is the outlet grills here. So warm, moist air comes in, cold, dry air comes out, or cold air goes in and warm air comes out. Okay, we're complete with our setup. We've got the unit tied into the tent wall. We have power on it, as indicated here by our power light. We've got the machine ready to start. One last item we've got to make a decision on is the condensate drain connections here at the bottom. You have the choice of having a gravity drain on it, or the unit does have a built-in integrated condensate pump. Okay, we're going to energize the unit now. We're simply just going to turn the system switch to on, and that will immediately start the startup sequence automatically. Now, this unit's equipped with a variable speed drive on the blower to adjust for airflow for either sound or comfort levels. That variable speed control is right here, and it works very much like a radio volume control knob. You just turn it up for more air, or you turn it back for less air. We're going to turn it completely up. It's all the way there. Notice that on the front we have a cool indication light 1 and a cool indication light 2, as well as a heat indicator. Currently the unit's not operating heat or cool, so we're going to open up the inside control panel. This is low voltage in here. Open it up, and you're going to find the thermostat that's set here inside. And in the thermostat is where we're going to make our adjustment for our set point for heating and cooling. Okay, I'm at the thermostat control now, and you'll notice it says system mode is off, the unit's occupied, and the room temp is 65. So the temperature coming in the unit is 65. First thing we're going to do is push the menu mode, and it's going to say temperature set point yes or no. We don't want to set the temperature at this point. What we want to set is the mode. The mode is off, heat, cool, or automatic. So yes, we want to change the mode, so we're going to say yes. And we're going to change the system mode to heat. You can see I can go through all of them and it just rotates around. Off, heat, cool, or automatic. If you put it in automatic, then you can set the heat set point and the cool set point and be able to run the machine in full automatic. So we're going to select auto, and we're going to say simply yes. Exit, yes or no. We're going to simply say yes. The room temperature is 64 degrees. So now that we've got our mode set, now we've got to set our temperature. So we're going to push the menu button again. Temperature set point, yes or no. We're going to simply say yes. Cooling set point, yes, we want to set the cooling. And then at this point it's set at 54 degrees. We're going to raise that up by just holding the arrow down for rapid, or we can pull it down slowly by tapping it. We're going to set the cooling at 60 degrees as just a demonstration. And once we've got it there, we're going to check yes by allowing, and that'll lock in the set point. The next question the thermostat's asking you, do you want to set the heat? Yes, I want to set the heat set point. Well, I set the cooling at 60 degrees, so I'm going to set the heating up to about 67 or 57 degrees. And again, these temperatures are just samples because of the ambient temperature here during the demonstration. I'm going to say yes there. And it's going to say Fahrenheit or Celsius set, no. It says, do you want to exit this? Yes, I want to exit. Now the machine is completely in automatic. The room temperature is 63.5. It's set in automatic mode, and after a period of a time delay, since the room temperature is above the cooling set point, it's going to start the cooling, which it just did. If you had set it for heating, it would simply raise the set point on in, and then the heat elements would come on. To get at any given time, you close this door back after it's been set up. Use a screwdriver to secure the front door here, and you still have the ability to adjust the airflow as needed. Fairly simple operation of the Herc 20-ton vertical HVAC unit.